Ever wondered why old buildings like your grandma's house never seem to go away? Well, folks, it's not just about nostalgia. They might be future community centers if the budget allows it, of course. Let's take a trip to New Kent, where a historic school from the 1930s is standing at the center of a modern-day conundrum. The plan was to give this old dame a makeover, transforming her into a vibrant community center and library. But as they say, the best-laid plans of mice and men often go awry. The cost of this cosmetic surgery has given the Board of Supervisors a serious case of sticker shock. So much so, they're contemplating a U-turn, considering repurposing the space for county government needs. Now imagine the dreams that were sown for this grand old lady. Community classrooms buzzing with the chatter of eager learners, a library brimming with the scent of old books and wisdom, and a performing arts component where the echoes of past performances would mingle with the vibrant energy of new ones. The anticipation was palpable, the excitement infectious. But then, the budget entered the scene, like a villain in a melodrama, casting a shadow over this idyllic vision. As an alternative, they're checking out a proposal for a community center in Warani, trying to reduce a proposed real estate tax increase. A whopping $7 million has already been borrowed for renovations. But the community center design is priced at a staggering $13 million. The gym of the historic school might still be used for community purposes, but the grand vision seems to have hit a roadblock. This isn't just a story about a building, folks. This is about a community, a collective memory, and a struggle between the past and the future. It's about the significant desegregation case of Greenville County School Board of New Kent in 1968 that this very school is linked to. It's about the pressing need for a community center in the eastern end of the county and the lack of a voting precinct in that area. But alas, the budget said no, not today, and the project was deemed over budget. Talk about a plot twist. Remember when you wanted that toy car as a kid, but your parents said it was too expensive? Well, the county knows how you feel. Picture this. You have a beat-up old school building from the 30s. It's got history, it's got charm, and it's got a bunch of folks who want to turn it into something special. A community center, a library, even a performing arts component. But then reality comes knocking in the form of a hefty price tag. The county has managed to borrow a cool $7 million for renovation. Sounds like a lot, right? But here's the kicker. The proposed design for the community center, that's going to cost a whopping $13 million, so we're looking at a $6 million shortfall, and that's before we even consider any unexpected costs that inevitably crop up in projects like these. Now, the county is looking at every nook and cranny to save some cash. You see that gym over there? Yeah, the one is seen more basketballs than a hoop on an NBA court. They're thinking of using it for community purposes. It's not a bad idea, really. Just imagine, instead of dribbling basketballs, there could be yoga mats, community meetings, maybe even a bake sale or two. So the county finds itself in a bit of a pickle. They've got these grand plans, but not quite enough dough to make them a reality. It's like being a kid in a candy store with only a few cents in your pocket. You can look, you can dream, but you can't quite get your hands on that giant jawbreaker. In the end, it all comes down to the money game. How much do you have? How much do you need? And how can you make up the difference? It's a balancing act, and it's not always easy. So, the county is basically like a kid in a toy store wanting everything but not having enough allowance. Tough luck. Now let's go back in history, shall we? No, not to the time when dinosaurs roamed the earth, but to when the historic school played a part in a significant desegregation case. The year was 1968. And the case in question was Greenville County School Board of New Kent. This wasn't just a legal battle, but a pivotal moment in our nation's fight for equality and justice. The historic school was right at the heart of it, a silent witness to the tides of change. Fast forward to today, and the school is in the spotlight again, but for a different reason. There's a pressing need for a community center in the eastern end of the county. Picture it: community classrooms, a library, a performing arts component, a space where the echoes of history blend with the buzz of the present. But there's a catch. The eastern end of the county lacks a voting precinct, so it seems like the decisions about the school's fate are being made without the voice of the very community it's meant to serve. So there you have it, folks, the tale of a historic school, a community center dream, and a budget that refuses to cooperate. It's like a soap opera, but with buildings and tax dollars. Now, who said history couldn't be fun?